Here's 5 Rangers signings who never played a single minute of league football for the club. Some were expensive mistakes, some were strange short-term deals, and 2 of them did at least appear in cup competitions, but none of these 5 ever represented Rangers in a league match. First, Daniel Prodan. Rangers paid around £2.2 million to sign the Romanian defender from Atletico Madrid in 1998. Prodan was an established international who had played at the World Cup and European Championship, so he appeared to be exactly the kind of experienced defender Dick Advocaat wanted for his rebuild. Unfortunately, Prodan arrived with a serious knee problem. The transfer was rushed through without a conventional medical, and Rangers later claimed they had been misled over his condition. Despite repeated attempts at rehabilitation, Prodan never became fit enough to play. After 2.5 years without a single appearance in any competition, Rangers finally released him in January 2001. Next we have Paul Reed. Rangers signed the 18-year-old centre-back from Carlisle United in 2000. Reed was considered one of the most promising young defenders in England, with Arsenal, Liverpool and Leeds reportedly interested. Rangers believed they had secured a future first-team star, paying a fee reported to be as high as £1 million. However, the move came far too early in his development. Reed later admitted that he went from being a streetwise youngster in Carlisle to feeling completely out of his depth in Glasgow. He never managed to break into Dick Advocaat's experienced squad. After Alex McLeish took charge, Reed was loaned to Preston and then Northampton. He joined Northampton permanently in 2003 without ever playing a competitive match for Rangers. Up next is Mateusz Żukowski. Rangers paid around £400,000 to sign the Polish under-21 international from Lechia Gdańsk in January 2022. Nathan Patterson had just been sold, so Żukowski arrived to provide cover for James Tavernier and potentially develop into his long-term replacement. He made his debut just 12 days later, playing the full match as Rangers defeated Annan Athletic 3-0 in the Scottish Cup. That would also be his final appearance. With Tavernier almost impossible to displace and Żukowski failing to establish himself in Giovanni van Bronckhorst's plans, he never played a minute in the league. Rangers loaned him to Lech Poznan in August 2022 before selling him to Śląsk Wrocław the following summer. Next we have Roy Carroll. The former Manchester United goalkeeper joined Rangers on a free transfer from West Ham in July 2007. Walter Smith wanted an experienced goalkeeper who could provide competition and reliable cover for Alan McGregor. Carroll received his opportunity in a League Cup match against East Fife, keeping a clean sheet as Rangers won 4-0, but McGregor had established himself as the clear first-choice goalkeeper and was producing some of the best performances of his career. That left Carroll with almost no route into the league team. After only 6 months and 1 competitive appearance, Rangers agreed to release him in January 2008. Carroll immediately joined Derby County, leaving Glasgow without playing a single minute of league football. Finally, Filippo Maniero. This was one of the strangest Rangers signings of the Alex McLeish era. Maniero had enjoyed a long career in Serie A, representing clubs including Parma, Sampdoria and AC Milan. When Torino suffered financial problems in 2005, the 33-year-old striker became available on a free transfer. Rangers gave him a 1-year contract, hoping his experience might provide another attacking option. However, the agreement included an understanding that either side could end the deal if it wasn't working, and it clearly wasn't. Maniero never played, never made the matchday squad, and left by mutual consent less than 2 months after arriving. He later described joining Rangers as the worst decision of his career. 5 Rangers signings and not 1 league appearance between them, but which one do you think was the strangest deal of them all?